we're out here salvaging loblolly pine from a no-frills graveyard. It belongs to the Monastery of the Holy Spirit in Conyers, Georgia.
This is our natural burial cemetery, and so we want to conserve the property and not damage the property, bring in heavy machinery. So instead we use horses, these beautiful, beautiful draft horses. So we cut the trees, and we fell the trees, and they come down to the ground, and the horse, they chain it up, the logs and to the horses and the horse carriage, and they pull them out that way. This way it doesn't disrupt the land too much. Preserves the beauty of our environment here, which we want to keep.
Because it allows us to come in here and surgically remove trees without damaging the existing grave sites or any future grave sites. And you can't do this with a machine. You come in these woods with a machine when there's a grave every 6 or 8 feet. If you try to get a machine in here, you're inevitably going to run over some of these graves. And so the horses are just innately lighter impact. They move at 1 foot at a time.
You know, there are certain places that the horses will always be superior to a machine. And this is where, you know, where we really hit our stride at, is in a little place that is, there's just no good way to get around, but we're having to work around gravestones, we're having to work around holes. You'll see we're missing stuff by just an inch here and an inch there. And I don't know of any machine that can do any better than we can do with horses.
The horses that we're both using here today, a very rare breed called Suffolk Punch. They're the oldest tracked ancestry, oldest registry of draft horses in the world. It goes back almost 500 years. They're extremely rare in that they don't have a demand for their use very much anymore. So we're just trying to keep them alive. What we're doing here is we're cutting the trees down and falling them in a way that doesn't damage the graves or the trees that we're leaving. And then we grade them into log lengths that are determined by the market value. And then we extract them 1 log at a time using this device that lifts them up off the ground in the front end so they don't dig in, and limits the impact and increases the capacity of the horses to move heavy objects because it puts some of the weight on the wheels. Easy, babies. Whoop. Oh. Back. We got a word for that. That's called scooging. You scooge it up a few feet, rehook until we get to proper suspension. Oh. And see, when we're collecting duff like that, we know we don't have any front end suspension. That's what this device is about, lifting that log up in the front. Easy now, babies. Now all the duff is gone, we're creating very little impact. Well, I work for a little NGO, non-government organization, public charity called Healing Harvest Forest Foundation. And the mission statement is to create a nurturing coexistence between the forest and human community. And I think the subliminal message there is the singular use of the word community. Because in reality, human communities and natural communities are one. And the more we see the connectedness between our own presence and the natural world, the better caretakers and stewards of the natural world we can be. And that's exactly what these monks at the Monastery of the Holy Spirit are about. They're wanting to do the best thing they can to take care of the world they have as a part of their spiritual view of all of life. And it's an honor to work with them. It's an honor to be here.
We're concerned about land and how to preserve our land and keep our land sustainable, and just to take care of it. We're lovers of the brothers and the place. That's our motto. The monks, they're lovers of the brothers and the place. So this is part of our place.